Hi guys, Joey here. So today is not a very good day for me. And it is nighttime, so I won't have wonderful sunlight hitting my face. I won't be my usual peppy self. My kitchen is dirty. So I thought, what would be a better time for me to make a YouTube video? You know what? Because, as I always say, no one is perfect. And today is not perfect, and I am not perfect today. So, I wanted to do a kitchen tour because I have clearly a pot right there. And although I'm a minimalist, when I don't clean, I do accumulate clutter. And we will do a kitchen tour in a minute. But as I was saying before, when I say it's not a good day, most of it is in my head, and a lot of it is based on situations. And I was thinking tonight that I really wish I had a friend that I can talk to who would not judge me, would not have any conflicting interest, who wouldn't subconsciously hurt me. And the thing is, as people, we subconsciously hurt others. I'm sure I do it too, but I can only say from a person who's being hurt. So someone who's a family member could hurt you by insulting your choice of clothing with just the look that they give you, or that they could insult the people you date, being like, are you sure that what they're doing with their life is a good thing? Or it could be someone you're dating who insults you subconsciously. They might be like, well, I'm used to dating someone who's younger and more fit. And in your mind, you're like, why don't you go ahead and date the 24-year-old or 19-year-old model supposed people that it's crazy about you? And clearly you're here, so that probably means you're not good enough for them. And then, likewise, I might have hinted, oh, look, I could totally meet someone who's like super fit and who owns this business, blah, blah, blah. But here I am and I'm so happy. Like, that's such a backhanded thing to say. Not that I'm saying I'm being bombarded with these things today, but it's just, basically all of my bad moods started with my Wi-Fi not working last night. And then when I don't have Wi-Fi, it means I cannot work on what I'm working on nowadays. And then I cannot communicate freely with people that I want. Then I just can't get anything done, nor can I make a video. I mean, I could make it, but I can't really edit it and then upload it and things like that. So it's just frustration on top of frustration. And there's this famous meme that says it takes one slow walking person in front of me to destroy the illusion that I'm a nice person. But for me, it takes one instance of bad internet connection for me to destroy the illusion that I'm a nice person. Now, as I've said before, I think character and being a nice person is definitely a discipline, and it takes work. And let's just say today I failed a little bit, and that's fine, I don't always have to have a calm voice. I don't always have to be upbeat. I don't always have to be happy. I could be pretty bitter. But going back to what I said about wishing that I had a friend that I can talk to without the fear of being judged or them using the information against me to further their interest and things like that. And the thing is, maybe I'm a just extremely sensitive person, but I've always noticed little things that people say to each other, even if it's not directed at me. If someone's directing a passive-aggressive comment to someone else, I don't think that they're being evil on purpose. I think it's just human nature to say, let's say you see a beautiful woman, and the first thing you want to point out is like, oh, hey, you have a lot of neck wrinkles or something like that. Because maybe you're just a really plain-looking person, so that's one flaw that you want to point out in someone else. Not that anybody ever said it to me before, but it's just, I think as humans, we're just, we're cooperative, but also we're very competitive. So I think it just naturally comes out in us. People skinny shame, people fat shame, people success shame, people intelligence shame. And I might have done something like that, might have been accused of it before. So I think it's just human nature, and it's the inevitable byproduct of, not wanting to be alone. And the thing is, especially that now that I'm getting older, I realize how much of my happiness actually do depend on other people. For instance, sometimes, I don't know if any of you guys have done this, but I've done experiments in the past, which I'm not particularly too proud of, but basically where I just go off the grid and I decide I don't want to talk to anybody. Everybody gets on my nerve. I am too sensitive. I can't deal with it. But then if you do an experiment like that, after a couple months you start to notice that although you're completely pretty much self-sufficient, as in you don't really need other people, you do get this urge to sort of exist through someone else's eyes. You know, you can know that you're beautiful, or you can know that you're smart, you could know that you're interesting, but then if there's no one else to see the beauty and the interesting side, and then the kind side, and the you know, whatever qualities that you want to be seen as, if there's no one to see it through someone's eyes, then it's almost as if you don't exist. And this is why for me, I need other people, and it's not something that came to me naturally, and maybe it's very selfish for me to say it, but maybe in a way it's the most honest thing that I can say, is that I try to exist without anybody else. And ultimately, even if you don't technically need other people for your survival or for your other basic animalistic needs, or maybe not even animalistic, like your basic survival needs, even if you have everything set up, you still need people, because sometimes just existence on your own without seeing yourself, without existing through someone's eyes, is an extremely sad and lonely thing and lonely place to be. And that's why I need other people. But having said that, is that as humans we just always hurt each other if you choose to focus on that. And I normally am pretty good at focusing on what people are good at, and how great they are and how nice they are. But sometimes you get one of those days, and for me it was one of these days today, where I just can't help but notice all the negative things or negative intentions and negative ways things could turn out because of other people. And that was a very, very, very sad day for me. I'm not going to cry, but yeah, and then I get into this downward spiral of negativity, and that was my day today. But I did decide to go to the gym, and it was such a struggle every single workout today. I did do everything that I was set out to do today, and it progressively felt better. Came home, took a shower, and I thought I could just get back to working on something for me, or I could make a YouTube video. But I thought, my house is not perfect right now. I'm not in a good mood right now. In fact, I'm in such a negative mood that whatever I make will just sound crazy, maybe it does, and just negative, and it will not benefit anybody. But I decided to make it, because let's face it guys, I am not perfect, and I refuse to be perfect. And the fact that, in a way, having people who know you on the internet, maybe it's a little bit freeing, because someone who's living across the world, who don't really have any immediate conflicting interests with me, really doesn't have any motivation to hurt me, unless that's like their hobby and that's who they are. But most of the times people aren't like that. And even for me, I might not celebrate the success of my friend who's competing for the same kind of reward in life. I can be completely happy for a complete stranger who just got a promotion elsewhere. And it is kind of embarrassing, but let's be honest, as humans we can be little dickheads, and I am no exception. And then I have seen no exception to that from anybody who's around me. And we just have to accept that people are just going to be a little bit shitty, and that is that, you know. And so that being said, I wanted to do a kitchen tour today because it's far from perfect, and I thought about giving it a nice clean, but like I said, it's not clean at all. And today I only had one meal today, but it was a pretty heavy one in the morning, and I decided to skip dinner today because yeah, I guess I'm cheating in the way of healthy diet. You're supposed to eat everything, you're not supposed to skip any meals, but I really had a very heavy meal earlier today, and I kind of feel slightly fat. I know it sounds annoying, she's not fat, blah blah blah. I feel fat, and I've been snacking last weekend, and I haven't forgiven myself for that, because I'm a flawed individual and I don't forgive myself easily, which is why I don't forgive other people too easily either. And there are moments where I am very generous and I'm very forgiving, but sometimes I'm just not. And today is one of those days. But I decided to take the first step to kind of show you guys how unperfect I am, and then just ramble on for, now I see it's about 10 minutes now, before I even give a kitchen tour. Just to show you guys that, yeah, I am completely, sometimes super negative, and super bitter, and also super self-obsessed. I'm literally, for 10 minutes I've been talking about how I see people and how I don't like some things about life, and how I don't like myself, and how I sometimes skip meals so that I can feel skinny, and that is who I am, and that is fine. And one of the things that I really wanted to do with this channel is try and be genuine, and I think this is probably as genuine as it comes. My only fear is that someone will watch this when they're not in a good mood and get into a worse mood. I really hope that is not the case though. I really hope you see me and then be like, well, she's not perfect either, and so it's okay to not be perfect. That's kind of what I'm hoping for this video. Then again, I cannot control how other people will behave, but I'm just letting you know deep inside, I choose to believe that that is what I want, and that I want the best for whoever is watching this video. But without further ado, let's give you guys my imperfect kitchen tour. So as you see, I haven't washed my dishes yet, so I'm just gonna go ahead and do that. So you see, here's my chopstick and spoon. I use chopstick and spoon for cooking, so I don't have any ladle, and I don't have any other flipping device, any other cooking gear. So what I will do is I would normally just cook and stir things with my chopstick, or if it's like rice, I'll turn it over with a spoon. So that's what I would normally do. And this bowl right here is essentially what I got for to share meals with someone else. And I used to have a bowl of the same kind of wood, but I like how this one is deep and wide, and so I can actually see everything that I'm eating, and it's much easier to eat through these with this. So I'm really glad that I got this. I might declutter the bowl actually, and then keep this one instead. Here's a big frying pan. One of the things that this apartment doesn't have is a gas stove, and it's got the induction plate, which means sometimes some pots and pans are not for induction cooking. I didn't really realize that until I started cooking a lot at home, so that's probably something you should consider when you're trying to get a pot or pan for a place where they just have induction plates. I have that, and I'll usually lean it against this sink so that they can dry off on their own like that. And then there's my foldable knife. This is the only knife that I own, and I cook everything with it. You can store it like this, but because I'm usually draining the water out of it, I'll just leave it like this. And that's everything that was in my sink, but haha, I have one more pot. I have two sides to my induction plate. So normally what I would do is I would start tossing and cooking my veggies and meat in that big pan, and then I will start fire. I'll start the heat after the veggies been cooking for a while to warm up pre-made rice, which I will show you guys in a minute. And I'll just toss the rice in here because I don't have a microwave. So what I would do is they're pretty much cooked, but they need to be microwaved, so I would just warm it up in this bowl. So let me show you guys what I have out on the counter. Hi guys, so over here you can see my takeout container thing with these 3 compartments. I used this to do kind of a picnic meal by Han River this weekend, which was nice. I think I'm gonna include a clip of that so you guys can see it. Here's my spoon and chopstick that I use for cooking. Also, I have foldable spoon and fork, which I should have put away, but I haven't. Why? Because I didn't feel like it. Like I said, I'm not having a perfect day at all. And over here is the 2 induction plates. I'll usually put the big pan here and start cooking, and I'll put the small pot here and start cooking. Oh, whoops, it's quite dirty. And I am trying to, whoopsie, sorry. I'm trying to go through this plate detergent. How do you call it? Dish soap? Oh yeah, plate detergents, Jesus. I'm going to try and go through the dish soap and maybe toss that after 2 weeks, because that's when I will probably be moving out. Over here in my pantry, because I started cooking, there's more stuff. Here's salt and pepper, black pepper, that I use in most cooking. This is a filter for my Brita. I have a Brita filter. Some tea. I had these teas since like forever, but I haven't drank it yet, which I need to start doing soon. Here's some herbs that I got. Now this one was because the person I was with was using these a lot for cooking, but I don't really use it that much these days, so I think I'm going to have to declare these when I move out. I'm not sure yet. And here's a lot of pre-cooked rice. I got this mixed rice, pre-cooked one. You're supposed to microwave it, super easy. But if I can't microwave it, I'll usually cook it in that bowl, like I said. It's very, very easy cooking. There's some Spam. I know it's not healthy, but I love Spam. So what I would do is I would normally cook like healthier protein, like tofu or chicken, and I'll just toss in like a couple slices of this in there as kind of like a trick, a reward for me to cook more at home. Which is kind of silly. But here's my tumbler lid. That's that. Over here, there's nothing. And over here, I have a snack stashed away in here. I know I shouldn't have it, but I had it this weekend. It was 1+1, so I have 2. Over here is this bowl. It's probably gonna get decluttered, but I might pack it with me just to see if I will start cooking more of the soup type as well, which I don't think so, but I'm keeping it just in case. Here's some oil. I'm really happy that I'm actually almost out of this oil because I bought it while I was here, and this means I've been cooking a lot. It's pretty awesome. Here's spoon and chopstick container. I don't know if I'll keep it, but it came with the spoons and chopsticks that I bought. Some Tylenol, some cream. These weren't mine; they were left by the person that I was with. But I think I like these, so I might keep them. And here's my plastic bag as usual. And that concludes pretty much all the cooking gear. As you can see, my laundry's running. And same as before, there's nothing in these cabinets now. But I do want to show you guys what else I have in my kitchen. Some plastic bag and this official plastic trash can thing that I'm supposed to use for this area. But since I live in like a tall building, we have our own disposal system where you use a card. And here's my detergent. I don't really use any fabric softener anymore, but my clothes haven't been like super hard or anything like that, so it's fine. And there's the Clorox for killing mold. I haven't used it in a while, so I want to try and use it in the bathroom before I leave. If not, the next tenants can use it. So there's that, and let's move to my counter. Whee! You can see my only cup here. In the fridge, there's some food trash. I froze this banana because it was going bad. So I do like banana smoothie, so I was trying to eat it like an ice cream, which is kind of silly, but there's that. And those onions are going to be, I guess you could say, tossed in the food trash. Because I put them in here when I went to visit my parents, because I thought I was going to stay there for a while, but I didn't. But I didn't want them to go bad and collect bugs, so there's that. And in my fridge, you can see my grocery. I need to buy more veggies, but there's a little bit of paprika left. Yellow paprika, salad dressing, sriracha, tofu, these asparagus, more asparagus, and the Spam that I was cooking with, and cherries. So, and then my Brita. So that's everything that I have in my fridge. Tomorrow, I'm probably going to cook some tofu with a little bit of Spam, and then snack on those cherries maybe later today. And looks like that's everything in my kitchen. Hi guys, did you guys like my kitchen tour? Was it less clean than you expected? It's about as messy as you can get, considering I don't have a lot of stuff. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If my negativity affected you in a negative way, I am sorry. I hope that is not the case. I hope it was just a chance for you to see how someone who's named Joy in English, my Korean name is pretty similar too. Even someone who's supposed to be happy and upbeat and making YouTube, they can be an asshole, they can be sad, they could have a very, very, very bad day. They could just have like series of bad days, and they could just not be very good at cleaning. And sometimes, but they'll still find time to put on some makeup and a shirt because they're maybe shallow. and that's life, you know. That is who I am, and that is how I think most people are. I have not met a single person who's perfect. Only the people whose imperfections I can deal with because I love them. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you enjoyed it, please put a like, subscribe, do all the fun stuff. And I hope to catch you guys next time, hopefully in a better mood. If not, you do know that I'm still going to make some videos for you guys. So hope you have a great day wherever you're in the world. I'm sending you my love, because giving you love, I think, will return some love to me, because I think that's the best way to put your intentions out in the universe. I wish someone would be my honest, loving friend, so therefore I'm trying to be an honest, loving friend to you guys. Maybe it's selfish, who cares? Have a great day. Bye! Mwah.
I love the little waves over there. It's so pretty.